Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to another International Manifesto Group webinar. I'm Radhika Desai. I'm the convener of the International Manifesto Group. It's the eve of the presidential inauguration, and of course, the start of this ceasefire in Gaza, in which we have many hopes, but of course, of whose prospects we are also extremely wary for reasons that are known to everyone. Simply the way in which this horrific genocide has been allowed to continue for 15 months and more. But tomorrow, the liminal period between the election and the inauguration that the United States antiquated constitution stipulates will end. It's a period that has been tumultuous, to say the least, with Biden trying to do everything he can to tie Trump's hands, whether by pardoning his own son or by rushing aid out to Ukraine or rushing the spending out the door on programs he knows are not popular with Trump. Meanwhile, Trump has been making an avalanche of threats and promises, leaving everyone guessing about what he's actually going to do, given that these threats and promises are none too coherent. So, of course, at one level, therefore, our title, which is Trump's presidency and the prospects for peace, may seem hopelessly, cluelessly optimistic. How can we talk about peace when the president taking power tomorrow has won it with the most aggressive rhetoric directed against the US's own citizens and workers, some of whom he dubs illegal aliens, and against foreign nations? Well, unfortunately, it seems that the only reason I can think of is that the opposing Democrats have so far at least proved worse. So if we talk about prospects for peace, it might be entirely relative. But there are also some other factors that may kick in. There is first and foremost, of course, the unpopularity of wars that has made Trump promise to stop at least one of them, the one in Ukraine, on his way to the White House. It may also have played some sort of role in at least pausing the one in Gaza. And we hope that the pause will turn into an end rather than the end of the pause itself. And this may, of course, have something to do with the transactional character of Trump's dealings. But who knows? Let's see what happens. There is also the existence of factions of the US capitalist class who prefer to profit from peace rather than war, particularly from peace with China. And then there are the limits to US power. And there are two possibilities here. There is the possibility that Trump might be recognizing them without admitting it. This has already led some commentators, such as the Atlanticist, globalist, Bidenite, democratic Michael Ignati of Canada's own, to berate Trump for seeking to diminish the US world role from a world role to a regional role, confined to the Americas. The other possibility, of course, in terms of the diminution of US power, is that this diminution may yet ensure the failure of any warlike initiatives that Trump may be tempted to take, particularly by those of the ruling class who benefit from war and profit from war. When Theodore Roosevelt was president, at a time when US power was rising, he was famous to use the aphorism frequently, the aphorism, speak softly and carry a big stick. In the age of declining US power, clearly, Trump has the opposite motto: speak loudly, speak much, and frantically wave your diminished stick. And I mean the diminished stick seriously, because, of course, as most of you will appreciate, the United States hasn't really, while it has reigned a lot of death and destruction around the world, it hasn't really won a single war. So militarily, it's not in the strongest position. And of course, today, in terms of sending arms to Ukraine, it finds itself unable to produce even the ammunition or the appropriate arms that it would need to produce, even though it has the most it spends the most on its military of the next many states combined. And economically, for all the tariff threats that Trump is making, the fact is that the United States accounts for a mere 15.9% of world imports. So apart from particularly vulnerable countries such as Canada and Mexico, most people, when faced with tariffs, will of course suffer a rude shock, but it will not be a shock they can recover from, particularly if they start trading with one another and, of course, with China. So, given all this, the prospects for peace, it seems, may even be heightened by the fact that while his campaign was bankrolled by the madder, more maverick sections of the corporate capitalist class, who, however, seem to be on the side of, seem to be willing to oppose the more warlike Biden, many of those who opposed him during the election campaign are now coming around to him. So Mark Zuckerberg's recent genuflections towards Trump are a prime example. In any case, I'm just speculating, and we have far better speakers here, speakers who are far better informed than me, to present their more measured assessments before us today.
I'm Michael Hudson. I'm appearing here for the International Manifesto Group. If you like this video and ones like it, please subscribe. For more information, go to the address on the screen.